All right, welcome to another episode of TooStupidGamerz Play. My name is Nanners.
I am Zero.
That's right, and we are going to play a fighting game, and we're gonna play it over the internet.
That's right.
It could be some interesting stuff. Right off before we start anything though, I want to say something, and it's that I'm so sick of what Bandai or whoever decided this has been doing with these stupid menus. They are annoying. The character walks really fucking slow. It's just I want them to stop this.
This whole overworld menu shit. Why? Why is it necessary? It's not. Like, just give us a freaking menu.
It's cute, but it's stupid. However, with this one, there is the caveat. I don't know if they ended up fixing this with the DBZ. I think they actually did, but you also seemingly have the option to just go through the actual, like, a normal ass menu. So we can literally just go to versus instead of having to find where it's supposed to, which of the little hubs is versus. But yes, of course, we are playing Blazblue Crosstag Battle, which is currently on sale for $4.80.
It's extremely cheap. Thanks to our friend AJ, we were able to pull this off.
Yep.
Also, we are playing share play. So Nanas is sharing his screen onto mine. We're not together at the moment. We're playing quite literally over the net. And yeah, why don't we try this freaking game out? Hopefully I won't get too much lag.
Yeah, so this is Blazblue Crosstag Battle. What they did was they blended a bunch of different games together to make a cool tag fighter. And I love this because, oh, you got the stage select, yeah. You have characters from Persona 4. You have characters from Blazblue, obviously. Yeah. Ruby, that anime, and also Unist. And they're adding more DLC. There's two other properties that are going to be either already out or they're coming to this game. But one of them is from the Senran Kagura games. Those very, very Japanese type of mini games or whatever. And there's another franchise, but I forgot what that one is. Oh, cool. You also picked Yosuke. Yosuke Mirror.
Yeah. Because I used to use Yosuke in that other fighting.
Oh, Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I haven't like looked in the moves too much, but he's kind of weird. He has these weird, what is it? He has like a moonsault he does in the air, and then you do stuff from that. It's strange. How familiar are you with Blazblue?
Very little.
Likewise.
Now, I did try to learn Blazblue when it was real hot back in the day when it first started coming out. Ragna was, of course, my main at the time. However, I'm still I'm shaking off some serious rust and cobwebs to try to pull off something.
Yeah. Ragna is he's the character that most people start with because he's basically the poster boy for the series, right? So he's the Ryu of this game, or the Scorpion, you know. He's like the vanilla character that's very well-rounded and anybody could start with. I never really liked Ragna, but I did like how he played. Long ass time ago, I had a friend whose brother was really into fighting games, and that guy was like, "Oh, you should get into Blazblue." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot." My friend's like, "Yeah, Blazblue's like a legit fighting game. It's really good." And yeah, they started me out with Ragna. I remember that shit being really complicated though, like the game.
Yeah, Blazblue for me was one hell of an adjustment because I wasn't used to the kind of speed and the kind of reaction time that an anime fighter kind of asks for. Again, I'm much more used to Soul Calibur and Street Fighter, so it was a major adjustment I had to do to get a feel for it.
Yeah, I liked Persona Arena so much better than Blazblue from what I remember. I would play that not just because I like, Persona, because I'm a huge Persona fan, but just in general, like, man, I felt like it played a lot easier for me. And I'm not the greatest fighting game player of all time, so I do kind of need something that's a bit more approachable. And let me tell you, $4.80 is quite approachable.
Yeah, I'm about to just freaking grab the game myself. I mean, $4.50. I'm quite literally stealing from Sony at that point.
We're technically the company that made it. Arc System, is it? Was that? I don't remember. Whatever.
Did Arc Systems develop this game?
I think it was. I could be wrong though.
Back in the day when I was trying to get used to this game, luckily for me, you know, it was still back in the day when we were still part of the Fighting Game Club, Fighting Game Association. So our friend Skip actually lent me a copy of an older version of Blazblue so I could get used to it. And nice. I started training and tried to get used to it. And after about a month, I kind of just stopped.
Fighting games are great, but they're also like the hardest thing to get into, because the second you stop, you are now like 50% worse. You know, and then also to add that they're always changing them, they're always adding new characters, and they're always coming out with new fighting games. Like I know you talked up a lot the game Samurai Showdown in our Game of the Year videos for 2019.
Yep.
I want to ask you, like, seriously, like, how much have you been keeping up with that game?
Not much.
Yeah. That's what ends up happening to a lot of people with fighting games, and it's like, it sucks, because you want to like learn the characters and play well, but it's just, it seems like such a crapshoot to dedicate yourself to one game entirely.
It really is tough. Like, I wish I could say that I had all the time in the world to play all the games that I want, but I don't. I mean, luckily for us now, because of the pandemic that's going on, sure, we have more time to do stuff, but I have other games to play. And fighting games, to get even a little bit good at, you need to dedicate a lot of time. There's a lot of lab time you have to give yourself to really get to know the meta of the game. It's not just knowing a character. I mean, I'm assuming everybody that's watching us is not a die-hard fighting game fan. But to those that, of course, to those that aren't, to get good at a game, you have to get good at not just one character. You have to know all of them. That way, you know which character is good to fight against who, how to counter one character.
You need a lot of character versus character match experience too, because then it's not just about, oh, how well do I know how to play as Yosuke. It's like, how well do I know against playing other people's Yosukes, against playing other you know, Jins and other Yukikos, the squirrel girl over here, all of that stuff, you know.
I've always liked her. Makoto, I've always liked her. She's a cutie. Also, she hits like a goddamn truck, so
yeah, I like Jin, but again, I played so little of Blazblue. I like not for fighting game reasons, I really like I forgot what his name is. Something with an H. But the dude with the suit and the green hair. Because that guy's...
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yeah, his Japanese voice actor is the same as the protagonist from Valkyria Chronicles 3. And then I kind of started playing it in my spare time, like an older version of Blazblue. And I'm like, oh, hey, look at that. I can actually kind of hear it, and it's pretty cool.
Holy hell! There I go. How do I switch?
Switch is X by default controls.
Oh yeah, because I have defaults, so that's why I ended up switching earlier by accident.
How are you getting with lag, by the way, with the share play? Is it noticeable?
So I thought the lag would be much more detrimental, but it's not. Like, funny enough, the lag is pretty good. So again, we're because we're in New York, our internet connection isn't.
We don't have South Korean internet. No, American internet sucks.
We don't have South Korean internet, but we also don't have frickin' Idaho internet. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, our internet's not great.
Internet from like the middle of the
country.
Yeah. So, in comparison, our internet is decent, and with decent internet, I don't really feel much lag. If anything, maybe it's 1 or 2 frames. Maybe.
Get ready.
And I'm being generous.
Well, you just beat me, so you know.
I don't know how I pulled it off because I'm button mashing right now.
Me too. This is all button mashing. When you're just button mashing, it kind of ends up just being like, you know, whoever mashes better, whoever watches out for not getting hit, which I'm not always great at in fighting games.
And in all honesty, we all have some, well, the both of us have some base knowledge of these games. So it's more like informed button mashing.
Yeah, pretty much.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, for me, it's like just wait for your opportunity to do one of the, in this game, they're called smart combos, but I call them auto combos because you just mash the same button and they do a combo.
God damn it.
Like that. That was just me hitting square.
So yeah, because I have experience with Blazblue, because I have experience with Persona Arena and Night Under Birth, if that's how it's called, I don't fucking remember.
Eunice, I just say that. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what
Under
the cool
Night
kids
and Birth,
say.
there we go. Under Night and Birth. Basically, I'm taking whatever previous knowledge I have from those and going from like the lightest to the strongest, and then trying quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, and shit. God damn it!
I like that I could actually run in on that.
Damn the combos.
I do know counter, and I don't know what Resonance Blaze is. Yo, I want to try the Ruby characters. I love the Persona characters, but oh, this game, damn it. Fighting games piss me off so much in the state that they're in, because this game is so great, but you get like 10 Blazblue characters, a game I don't care that much about, and at base you get 4 fucking Persona characters. It's like, oh man, I want more. There are more, but you have to pay for all of that, and that's just sucks.
Oh, that's what you meant by Ruby. I love this show.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ruby.
I haven't watched too much of it, but I do like it.
The Rooster Teeth anime.
Yeah.
So, wait, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, I want to try some of the Ruby characters. There's the character I was talking about before, Hazama, that was his name. I think I might have it set to English at base.
Which is fine with me. I'm totally down with English voices.
6-star.
I am that guy
something.
that would prefer English dubs. And I know I'm going to get my ass torn out in the comments, very likely. But I'm a dub guy. I like dub.
Let's go with some Blazblue themes, Ruby themed stuff. Stage music. Yeah, I like him because of the Japanese character, the Japanese voice acting. That's the reason why I like this character. So I kind of have to go with subs on this one. But I'm pretty interchangeable. I usually veer towards dubs because I don't want to read the lower part of the screen for the majority of the time.
Same here. That's basically how I think of it.
It's like that joke about how game developers will spend all this time creating these, like, crafting these amazing elements to the game world, and then the player ends up completely ignoring it for some stupid bullcrap, you know? And to me, it's like they spent all this time with the amazing artwork on anime, because anime truly looks great, especially today. And then you're just gonna be staring at the lower, like, 10% of the screen most of the time. It feels like a complete waste to me.
It kind of is, because to create a show as good as, like, you know, some animes are, you have to build the world around. So if you're not looking at the art that's going on in the background, you're missing at least 10% of what the story is.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, at least.
On the other hand, though, I do kind of get that dubs can be cringy and not so great at times. So
no, I completely understand, because
it works both ways.
There's a lot of things that you won't get in a dub that you could only get in a sub.
Yeah.
However, when you do a dub right, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Did you? So wait, sorry, I just slipped my mind. But did you watch Ruby at all? Like any of it?
I did. When it first started, I was still very into Rooster Teeth, especially because of Red vs. Blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, whoa, they're coming out with their own, like, little 3D show with their own characters. let's go. And Monty is freaking animating it? Fucking yes, let's go.
Yeah.
So I started watching it, and it was really, really good. However, after like about a month, I stopped keeping up with it because I was still, you know, in college. Well, we were still in college, and I was also keeping up with fighting games and shit. So it was hard to find time to do everything I wanted to do.
Yeah, I totally get that. I actually kind of want to pick it up because I've seen there's a little bit of hype around it. I like that it's different. It gives me that maybe I'm like setting my expectations a little too high, but it gives me that kind of Avatar feel where you look at it, it's like, oh, this is different. This is not like what you would consider anime at face value. But Avatar is amazing, so who knows, you know?
Avatar is amazing, and I wouldn't say it's exactly like Avatar, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did take inspirations from it.
I'm not saying it's like Avatar. I'm just saying that it gives me that vibe because it's unorthodox in a lot of ways, and yeah, and it's different, but it does fall under the category of anime. Or I mean, it is anime, and it's considered anime, and it's big in the anime community.
It's a Western anime.
Yeah, basically.
That's how I consider it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I have no idea how to play the Ruby characters at all.
I want to try the character you were using.
Yang?
Yeah, Ruby is like...
Oh, Yang's a badass.
Ruby's kind of... I don't know, she's kind of clunky, it feels like. I could be wrong on that. That's an early assessment.
Oh yeah, one thing I do love about anime fighters that they do really, really well, alternate colors.
Yep.
Alternate colors work really well in anime fighters.
But sometimes they also mess up, and they make it that you have to pay for those colors, and it's just like, no, you need to fuck off. Yeah, seriously, people that make fighting games, you guys need to chill out, because nobody likes that shit. Nobody wants to pay $60 for a game, and then you open it up, and it's like... Yeah, and then all this other content is locked. It's like, come on. Enough with this shit.
Oh, we see you paid $60 for our new fighting game. Would you like to buy the freaking season pass for another 3 fighters that's going to come out in the next, like, 5 months? How about no, you freaky assholes?
Alright, let's see how she goes. She seems like she'd be a grappler or something.
She's more of like, I'm gonna run up to your face and punch the shit out of you.
Okay.
Like, if I remember from the show, that's her demeanor, and that's kind of why I also like her, which is why I always gravitate towards characters like that.
She's got a really cool Shoryuken. Should have used it right there. And it looks like she has some armor breaking moves too.
Oh, you caught me.
Mash.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, this game is really fun. I would be down to keep up with it a little bit at least. Not like nothing crazy, nothing too much.
I might just end up buying it.
That's $4.
It's $4.50.
Yeah.
Especially during these trying times, I look for cheap.
Yeah. Ragnar. That's what I was looking for his name earlier. I forgot it.
Really? You couldn't remember?
No, I forgot. Okay, so this is now a Eunice character.
So she's a distance character. Okay.
Yeah, and I also don't know anything about Eunice, but I did know that it's like at Evo and stuff like that. This game is taken really seriously.
Oh, Under Night and Bird? Yeah, no. I remember seeing a lot of people play it back in the day, back when we were still part of a fighting game club and shit. And not that we're not part of it anymore, it's more like it's been years and we're so far removed. Anyway, I remember seeing it and I thought to myself, what is this game? And everybody kept calling it that weird-ass name, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? It's another anime fighter. And I just never got into it.
I don't know what you're talking about, far removed. Dude, I go to FGA every day. I'm here right now. Recording live from HFGA.
At Hunter College, it's Nandas in the room by himself because nobody's allowed outside.
Dude, the internet over there must be pretty shitty, so I don't think we could pull off something like this.
Dude, are you kidding me? The internet was freaking horrible at Hunter College. Like, it's Idaho internet.
I thought you said Idaho internet was good internet.
No!
Oh, okay.
You didn't understand what I said earlier.
No, I guess
because
not.
we're in New York, we have better internet than people in the middle of the country.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay, but I thought there were some parts in the middle of the country that actually had really good internet.
There are. I'm just using Idaho because it's the first state that came to mind.
That came to your mind, right? Okay.
Not that I know from experience, because I've never been to Idaho. And no offense to anybody who does live in Idaho and now wants to tear my head off.
Look, if you live in Idaho and your internet sucks, I mean, you just have to face the fact. Like, we live in New York and stuff sucks here too, so there's no...
Oh yeah, at least you guys have affordable rent.
There's nothing to be competitive about. But yeah, if your internet sucks, your internet sucks. What are you gonna do? I don't like the protagonist for this game, in this fighting game. I think Yosuke plays a bit better. I like Chie a lot. But I think I'm gonna go with all Blazblue characters. So let me try Ragnar. I didn't get to try him yet. Let's pick some funky color scheme.
Going back to about anime fighter color schemes, if you pay very close attention, what they usually do with character color schemes is that sure, they'll give you like maybe, oh, let's make this one more green, let's make this one more pink or red or yellow. But soon enough, you'll start noticing the hair color and clothing changing colors to represent a different character, either from previous fighting games or from different shows and shit.
Yeah. Just like Mango Sentinel kind of has like the New York Knicks color. Orange
exactly.
and blue.
And they'll do the same thing in games like this. So right there, you have kind of like a Mango Sentinel color, and God knows if that's what they were going for, but it's always a nice little throw.
The little accents or like belt and stuff is blue. It's not sorry, it's purple, it's not blue. But I do see what you're saying. They definitely have like a lot of... There's always going to be like a dark color. Usually like all the clothes are black, or a light color. All the clothes are white and stuff like that. It's fun. It's like neat. Helps you also differentiate when you're playing. I always kind of hated what Mortal Kombat did, at least the old ones. I don't know what they do now. But if you pick the same character, you automatically you don't have like a neat color selected for you. You have a different shade or like tint or some shit. So it's...
I always hate that. Because it makes it more difficult to tell apart who you are.
Yeah, especially on like a live stream, that if you're watching like a tourney or something like that. Yeah, I think Ragnar's out. Oh no, I swapped out. Oh, please get him. Yes! Oh no. You have resonance, by the way. I don't know what that does, but you have it.
I don't know. Oh, R1.
I got mine too now, whatever it does. Wasted.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
You will notice anime fighting games, there's so much going on the screen when they're fighting. The backgrounds disappear and everything like that.
Oh, God. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I've always had issues with anime fighting games. There's always something going on in the background, and if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. I didn't even know resonance was a thing in this game until you pointed it out, and I looked down. Quite literally, I was like, "What is that? Is that like
you should be
like
looking at you should be looking at your meter. You definitely should.
Like, I know this game has meter, I just don't know what it's used for. Now I know what it's used for.
They have like EXs and stuff. So if you hold two buttons, you do like a slightly stronger version and uses some of the meter. I believe. I mean, again, I don't know everything about this game. I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I knew Blazblue like that, but I don't.
Are you sure this is only for Blazblue, or is it like for this game?
The resonance might be specific to this, but I mean, the Blazblue definitely has meter.
Well, that's for sure, yes. Oh, god damn it.
The problem is I don't know how to do supers.
What I just did there was down, back, triangle, circle. So that ended up letting me use, I guess, some meter. And that ended up being a super.
Okay. Good to know. Definitely helps to know how to do something like that. Oh, you just punched through one of my supers.
What the fuck?
What?
No, it was like this energy slash that just stayed in the air for a second. I'm like, what?
It just kind of sits in there. You know what's kind of funny, man? Just now I really used the whole smart combo system. I realized you could just start, if you start guarding, you don't have to hold it anymore. I literally
Really?
No, I literally just let go of guard and you did like 15 hits and I was still blocking. And then I'm like, okay, that let me focus on, instead of holding guard, I focused on the proper time to get back in for an attack and do a combo. All right, let's do one more just to run this last bit out as like a set, but we are basically at the time.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, okay, you wanted to pick different characters.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured I might as well like switch things up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with, you know what? I like Yukiko. I'm gonna go with Yukiko as my anchor, using those fighting game terminology. I'm gonna stick with Ragna. No, you know what? No, you're gonna pick him. I don't want to pick him. No, it's like it's too much. Too much Ragna.
Another thing I don't like about fighting games are mirror matches. Mirror matches are such a pain in the ass.
Nobody does. I mean, there are certain times when it's good. Like, there are probably some good ones that most people can remember. But yeah, like, for the most part, mirror matches just suck.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Come on, Hazma,
Can't
what you got?
escape from crossing fate. Is that the first time we see that, or did I just not pay attention?
No, you're not paying attention. We definitely saw that before. Yeah,
I am the freaking worst. Okay, stop hitting me.
now you stop hitting me.
What?
Okay, well, I like doing that. More of that, please. Yeah, I mean, you know Blazblue, right? Like, Blazblue has, they say all these weird things.
Yeah, I think it's also in Blazblue. Damn it, this bitch. There we go.
Oh,
Taste
whoa,
fist.
don't you dare talk to Yukiko like that. She's best girl. Maybe. Depends who you're talking to. Yeah, the Blazblue games had really weird stuff, like the Wheels of Fate are turning, I think that was the one. Guilty Gear, which is, I think, developed by the same team. They do a lot of stuff like something about rocking. I don't know, man.
Guilty Gear is very
Yeah,
a lot of rock bands and rock music, so it makes sense.
and metal.
I never really doubted freaking Guilty Gear. When it comes to like these other games, I just think to myself, these are weird. Like, oh, the character is dead or down, but they say slash.
It's
What?
It's like very like edgy, because it's trying to stand out really hard, and that's the point of it. And you know what? I mean, good for them.
Oh, oh, I didn't block, and I feel dumb.
Now I feel dumb.
And there I go.
But yeah, I mean, like they want to really like stand out, you know? Like they really want to stand out. So they come up with these things where instead of just saying like game one winner, it's like they came up with other things to put in, and sometimes it's really goofy, but I respect them for it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that was really fun. I'm glad we got to sit down and do this. I think it's a pretty cool game, except for this stupid overworld crap, the hub world. But yeah,
Quite literally. Please, Fighting game developers, listen. Stop with the overworld menus. It's not what we want. We don't like this.
Why not do something like what Soul Calibur games have, where you have that kind of campaign mode, and then you just put this for a campaign mode. You're walking around, you select the next mission with the next opponent. That fits.
That would work. I would actually prefer that.
Yeah, like forcing that this is the menu is just dumb. But anyway, guys, ranting aside, this was a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed this episode of TSG Play. So make sure to, go check out all of our content, hit subscribe, like, comment, let us know what you think. If you guys play this game, let us know what you think about it and like what characters you use. Maybe we got some Blazblue fans out there. So there's a lot of words.
That's right. That's right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.